Hello, this video I'll be talking about starting YouTube. Geo here, I'm back for another video, and I would like to talk about why I started this YouTube channel and kind of a little bit about my equipment here. So when I first started, I opened my YouTube channel, I think it was February 1st. Now, I actually started it because I'm retired, I wasn't working, plus right about the time, that was just about the time the stay-at-home thing kind of was going into play. And I thought it would be a good way for me to express how to reduce stress, because I could see how much stress that people were going through, neighbors, people at the store. I could hear them talking about stress. So I thought, I'm old, I'm an old guy, I've kind of got to the point where I understand many ways of reducing stress. Now, this is one way right here. These are kind of like Chinese musical balls, but aside from going out and just buying a set of Chinese balls, there's so many ways to reduce stress. But I do not understand a whole lot about YouTube. I'm brand spanking new, so this video isn't really about tips and hints, which I can kind of guide you to a couple people that I really enjoy watching. So I'll get into that later. But the whole idea of me starting this was to reduce stress, to help people reduce stress. But now that I've got 4 or 5 videos on my channel, I realize maybe I'm missing, because all these experts talk about, okay, you got to niche down, niche down, niche down. Well, I'm still kind of understanding the niche part of my YouTube channel, and I'm brand spanking new. I mean, with only a handful of videos, I'm really like probably below beginner. I'm just, whatever. But so the niche thing, I'm starting to understand more about my niche, because most of my videos are going to be how to reduce stress in ways that help me reduce stress, but may not necessarily help you reduce stress. And I hope that some of my videos will help people. But basically, I think I'm just going to concentrate on future videos for all the different things that I've learned through my life. Now that I'm old, I'll be 65 in just a few days away from 65. Ow! 65. And still alive. So anyway, so this video is mostly going to be about my setup and how. So I think I will put up a little short clip of me setting this up. I have a very basic setup. As I mentioned before, photography is my passion, and I am using a Canon 60D, which is an older camera. That's about a 15-year-old camera, and I do have a 24mm fixed focal on that camera, which I mean, if you're into photography, fixed focals to me is the way to go. That's fantastic, better than any zoom. Anyway, I just have a standard light here. It's like a $10 dome light thingy, and I stuck a flood lamp in, which is a little too bright, but I made my own little cover. I kind of sewed a little thing on there to cover it up. Actually, it's a little bright in the eyeballs, but I still don't think it's enough light to actually for the whole scene, but it seems to be working. So I don't have much money in this setup, and like I say, that camera's 15 years old. So just, for starting YouTube, if you're brand new, I've got an older camera, a cheap light. I'm in the living room, no special setup. I haven't done anything. This is just my living room. And the mic that's on the camera, I think, was about $50. It's pretty cheap. But by the end of this video, I can kind of go through my little list and put down exactly what I have. And the stand, my tripod, is actually I won that from a photo shop in Salem, Oregon, but I don't think I really won it. I think they gave it to me to be nice, because the frickin' thing weighs a ton, and I think they thought, hey, we can't sell this, let's give it to Gio. He comes in here all the time, he's a good customer, so I think they just gave it to me because they couldn't sell it. Anyway, it works. That's what I'm using for my tripod. And as far as the learning, because I'm brand new, you know, I watch all the YouTube videos for the beginners. How to do this, how to do that, do this for subs, do this for views, blah 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 blah. Well, some of that stuff is very interesting, and there's two guys that I find to be the most interesting, and I seem to get the most information that I can use for my channel. And I'll put their little pictures over here, somewhere's up there. I'll figure it out while I'm editing. Anyway, there's a lot of YouTube training things out there, and there are some guys that have these little courses. It could be like $800, $1,000, and we'll teach you all the fancy crap to make you a super YouTuber. Well, I'm an old guy on Social Security. I'm not going to spend $800, so I'm winging it. I'm winging it with all, you know, just this simple setup. I guess they call it organic. At least that's the word I'm picking up from watching videos. So, with that being said, that's how I'm doing it right now. Well, I hope you've enjoyed my videos so far to explain my little setup and why. Now, when I started, I think, like as I mentioned, I think it was February 1st when I started, but it was at least 6, maybe 7 weeks before I even did my first video, because I sat around watching these YouTube instructional videos, because I was trying to pick up hints, tips and hints to learn how to do this, which I did learn some helpful tips and hints. And like I said, I did have those two pictures. I'll actually put their names down below, those two guys that I put the pictures up, because I seem to get the best information from those two guys. And there's thousands of videos out there about how to you know, to be a YouTuber, all the tips and hints. And it gets a little bit information overload after a while, so it's best if you just pick one or two you know, people, man or woman, that you like, and stick with their information, because it was getting a little too much, because I was jumping around. There's a lot of information on YouTube. Whatever you want to know, there's tons of information. So this has helped me, and I thank those two people. One of them, his name is Nimmin, and the other guy is Brian G. Johnson, which I didn't check with them to see if I could use their names, so please don't sue my ass, or, you know, don't come after me. I didn't say anything bad, because I like you guys. So thank you for the information that you have shared through YouTube, which I have used some of your information. Thank you very much. So I don't really know what else to share in this video, because this was basically about why I started it, because I wanted to help people with stress, and I wanted to explain my setup, how simple it was. Because if you're thinking about starting YouTube and somehow by some miracle you find my video, you could actually do it with a cell phone, which a lot of people say. And I did buy this really cool thing called a OSMO gimbal thingy, which I haven't even opened the box yet, because, you know, everybody's staying at home, which is what I'm doing also, staying at home. I'm not going outside. But I do look forward to when this whole social distancing thing lifts up and we can go back outside, especially with spring here and summer around the corner. I can't wait to take my little iPhone out with the little gimbal thing and try it out to make some videos out there in the world. So with that, I think I'll say, I'll see you in the next video. Stay safe, stay home, enjoy life. Thank you very much. Hello, Gio here. I would love to have you join me on this journey of reducing stress with creativity. So please consider clicking the subscribe button, which I think is right about here. Thank you. Goodbye.